You've seen many. We've got this few minutes platform, a few minutes with Jesus. We're in the book of Luke, the physician. We're in the 13th chapter, and we want to talk about the world's worst illness, Religionitis. The world's worst illness, Religionitis. And we're in, as we said, the 13th chapter, and we begin now with verse 15 through 17. But the Lord replied, with verse 14. But the leader in charge of the synagogue was indignant that Jesus had healed on the Sabbath day. There are 6 days of the week for working, he said to the crowd. Come on those days to be healed, not on the Sabbath. But the Lord replied, you hypocrites, each of you works on the Sabbath day. Don't you untie your ox or your donkey? Don't you untie your ox or your donkey from its stall on the Sabbath, and you lead it out for water? This dear woman, a daughter of Abraham, has been held in bondage by Satan for 18 years. Isn't it right that she be released even on the Sabbath? This shamed his enemies. But all the people rejoiced at the wonderful things he did. The world's worst illness, Religionitis. Have mercy. In the last session, we talked about the fact that this woman had been crippled for 18 years. And the danger of allowing ourselves to be under the influence of evil in any kind of way, whether it's in the confines of evil and or concocting evil ourselves. That it is something that can make us physically sick. Jesus heals the woman. And now the religious leaders have seen this occur on Sabbath. Now watch this. So the leaders, these leaders stand up on the Sabbath in a religious setting and say, make a proclamation. Don't come down here for no healing. You got 6 days a week. Don't come down on the Sabbath. Okay? And of course he says that, make sure Jesus hears it. You know how people can say things, they really want to convey it to you, but they don't really say it straight to you. They say it through others because they don't have the courage and the wherewithal, and they really don't mean well anyway. Okay? But they want to say it in your earshot so at least you will hear about it. And so Jesus, here he is, he hears it. He knows about it. And now he calls them on the carpet. They're religious. See, so the Sabbath is a religious rite. R-I-T-E. It's a religious observation. It's something that we do externally. Okay? And so Jesus calls him on the carpet. Wait a minute, man. He knows. He knows. Yeah, let me use my sanctified imagination. He knows that fella that day on the Sabbath untied his ox, untied his donkey, and fed them some water. And here now, in comparison, juxtaposed, here you got the woman who's been suffering for 18 years, but you got your animal. Thank God for animals. We're to respond and to take care of our little doggies and our cats and everything else. We're to do that. We're to do that. But they don't equate to the care of a human being. That's why he's juxtaposing, saying, man, you'll fix your ox and your donkey. You'll give them water. But this woman, a daughter of Israel, has been suffering for 18 years. Because now watch this, Satan has had her bound. Now that answers the last session like we talked about. The reason why that woman is crippled is because Satan has entered her life. Not a demon possession, but an influence of evil upon her life. And now she has been redeemed. She has been released. She has been delivered. And you dare, with suffering from Religionitis, dare to proclaim to the people, don't come for healing? And when Jesus did that, he shamed them. You see, the reason why it's the worst illness is because if a person doesn't know the Lord, they're much more likely to know that they don't know God, know that they have been atheists, know that they haven't believed, then they come to a point of believing. But the person who thinks they have a relationship with God, it's like Saul of Tarsus. It practically takes a lightning bolt, an incredible event of blindness, literal blindness, to turn that person around. They're in worse shape than a ranked sinner. They have the world's worst illness. They have Religionitis.